All right, Coach, it is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Meu Deus, minha estrela. Parece o sol. Tá merda.
On first down, Hilliard. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of 2 there, second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
On second and 12.
No!
Complete to Zach Ertz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his football.
Vai.
Try a jet sweep here. A nice run there,
Bora meu time.
And it'll be second down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Deixa eu ver. Onde dive. 4x3, acho que dá.
On second down now.
Boa, caralho.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down.
So far in this drive, let me do this a little bit of math here. 4
plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47.
Deixa eu ver. Fazer o contrário então. Porra. Cai foda.
Now a carry here for Hilliard.
Ah, caramba.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker
Próximo
play.
DB, vamos botar aqui uma drag.
On second and 11 now.
Vai.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
5 yards.
It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, and they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Ai, meu
quickly here, and that's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Quantas jardas são? 59. Vamos tentar. Ele é bom.
Só o step no mínimo do cara.
Aquele ladrão.
Comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt.
Oh, não é possível, meu brother. Puta merda. Caralho, viu?
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
É o passe, é o passe. É o passe, é o passe.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon.
Ah, não é possível.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Não! Meu Deus, olha que roubado, velho.
Oh my, he pulled it in. A gain there of 30 big ones. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there. We keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Não com a porra do escape artístico aqui não, caralho. Read option aí.
Mixon with a first down carry. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Ai, fudeu. Meu Deus.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Ah, que silêncio, meu Deus.
The first down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
So
the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The throw right sideline here is complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good edge steam going.
Caught here by Griffin. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vou tentar essa shallow cross aqui.
Here we go, here we go.
Running back bloqueia. Mike no DR. 20 para a esquerda. Vamos botar esse pra out.
And yet again it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, gun. Switch. Check it out, Reed. Out. 12, fellas, here we go. 6.
Garoppolo again.
Corre, filho da puta.
Big loss here as he's
Oh,
taken
meu Deus.
down.
Travou na
Real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now it's Watson. And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Here we go. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Travou. Rapaz, é sacanagem.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Ah, não, caralho.
They're trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
21. Here we go. 5. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. Lock.
Apagar a luz? Pode.
I got you.
Bora, Grant.
From the 41, Garoppolo.
Beleza.
Over the middle, complete. That's Weber. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Vamos.
The Eagles into the
Não enche a
red
fralda não,
zone for the
cara.
first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, Hilliard. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
Nossa.
At the 10-yard line.
Caramba.
And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Vamos arriscar que ninguém ganha de cara sem arriscar. Pai, o Sato mais sabe que arrepiou, homem. Bicho é foda, viu?
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun to give to Mixon. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Watson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find.
Boa, meu baba.
To escape, and he goes down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Testar fio de gol mesmo,
In
né?
a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Vai!
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Hey, gun.
On the run, this is Hilliard.
Woo!
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Hilliard, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go. White.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Here we go.
Oh, meu. Como é que eu lanço RPO aqui? Não dá.
Watch out. 13. Mark 54. All day, just like that. Watch the end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Bora, meu baba.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Branco. Sou que tá perdendo, se eu sou ruim. Aí quando eu faço TD você vira a cara.
Dontrell Hilliard, his 5th touchdown now on the year as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Vamos ver, 30 segundos. Vamos chamar o convertiu meio aqui. Que ele deve forçar essa deep.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen too.
Aqui.
Just string them together. Could get
Ah, meu Deus, não acredito.
Let's see what happens.
That's caught by the big tight end Dennis.
Vou dar field goal, hein.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Faz contém, viu? Faz contém. Abre. Faz contém. Ui! Vai, Darby, vai!
Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
Boa, caralho, meu Deus. Tô nervoso. Tô ganhando.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Eita, meu coração.
I like it.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score.
Não me zica, Evelyn. Esse menino tá invicto.
So they'll get another shot on offense
Pra você, né? Tá bom.
And now the kick is away.
Tá bom.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressive
Não, meu Deus do céu.
they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys
Não
in
tem
this
mais timeout.
situation if they decide to take a shot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mixon.
Aqui não, Mixon.
5 yards is the tally on first
Porra, ainda
down.
tá em campo essa miséria, velho.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Não. Puta merda, entrei em choque.
The final shot before the break. Watson. There goes a deep ball.
Não é possível. Não, meu Deus. Opa aí, man.
It's Juju for
Como é que
a
pode?
Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster.
Vai te
As
fuder.
time expires in the first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season.
Absurdo,
But it's
absurdo.
been quick strike ability as we saw in that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Desgraça do corner foi queimada.
The party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Tá bom. Vamos nessa.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what they're...
Boa, Cox.
Escape and he goes down.
Isso aí.
Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Don't need it all back at once. They figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Não. Inside, passe.
Third and long, it's Watson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Vamos nessa. Parece que TD mentiroso, viu? Absurdo.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Chama sweep. Crack block.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Rapaz, esse 34 chave de jogo demais, meu Deus do céu. Porra. Moleque bom da porra.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Vamos tentar uma romarra. Porra, não vai dar tempo de fazer os audibles.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Não vai dar tempo. Caralho.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
Ah, mentira isso.
Right side. And that's going to be
Caralho, meu irmão.
The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. The side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Rapaz, se esse bicho meter post, eu vou ficar pirado, repare.
Position game here is a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that. That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Ah, o que é que eu fiz? Porra, peguei o CD, meu Deus. Que sorte.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Isso aqui é a sweep lá, quer ver? Eita, fudeu. Caralho.
Just shy of the 20. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now Joe Mixon. He's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself, thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Porra, essa vai ficar essas quick out o tempo todo? Pelo amor de Deus. Opa aí.
A little too much extracurricular there.
Ah, caralho, tem que marcar essa merda.
Tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check nickel.
Shade left. Faz o shade que não tá fazendo. Aí, foda. Ok, é pitch. Não é pitch. Boa. Vou chamar essa merda aqui, ele chama uma poxa, eu tô fudido.
Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Watson.
Boa.
To escape, and he goes down.
Fletcher
Cox. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. Going top shot for
não é possível de novo não. Ah! Juju meu pinto.
Good positioning and it's picked off. And
Juju meu pinto.
over there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you put in back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up.
Eu não vou chamar Texas porque ele marca e usa muito bem.
And open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Garoppolo is going to find his running back. It's complete.
Nervoso.
The gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play. But if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Então, raio com a high low de novo.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Vou puxar quem aqui?
Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
Ai.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively. That's Devin Bush making the play.
Ei, bicho ruim da porra no ataque, viu, meu Deus.
As he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Porra, não consigo correr, não consigo fazer
Now
nada.
in Pittsburgh, all even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Miserável fica toda hora tentando. Ah, tipo em Juju. Se eu botar por overall, será que vai dar merda?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
Aí sacaneou. Meu Deus.
You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Being chased out left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down.
Ele vai tentar outside aqui agora, quer ver? Quadrado, cheio de left. Contém. Bola, cheio de right. Daqui. Vamos. Olha a minha defesa. Meu Deus, não é possível, velho.
able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual
Fila da
for the
puta
team
preto pra
that lost
pegar,
it to
pai.
get it back. Because this looks, this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Nada!
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Eita, que se eu fizer um TD aqui, o tio Clock vai comer.
He's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds.
Ah, Senhor Deus, me abençoa com TD aqui, vai, um TDzinho só.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Lado direito.
What they're looking for now
Vou
is
puxar
more
ele. Só pra ver o que ele faz.
Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something.
Ai, meu
That's
Deus.
what they're looking for here. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up,
Vai embora, Wilson, vai embora.
defensively, that was the same case on that play. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
Vai rápido, rápido, que ele puxa a defesa toda pro box. Caralho. Boa.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
11.
Não posso ser interceptado, Deus.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Boa, tá bom, tá bom.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him.
Não, opa aí. Opa aí. Ah, vai se foder, rapaz. Porra, Garópolo, vai tomar no teu cu.
Get in position to win the game and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10, and that one covered beautifully. The defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Set. 19. Right, 58, right there. Ricky.
Now Mixon. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Ai, meu Deus, que injusto.
But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
No. Me. 56. 58 to Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Boa, tá bom. Field goal difícil.
Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year.
Será que esse Satanás vai acertar, velho?
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick
Fecha
of
o
the
olho.
game forthcoming.
Nem olhar.
This to break our fourth quarter time.
Vou nem olhar. Erra. Errou, fala por favor. 45 vai errar, não. Errou!
No! He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
Agora já era. Dependendo de mim, eu não consigo.
They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Hilliard. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pá, aí meu bicho não perde uma. Esse bicho aí, caralho. Porra, aí fodeu.
Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Tu é doido?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Se não passar, eu vou ficar tão triste.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They'll run it to you. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ai, caramba. Não posso gastar esse timeout agora, velho. Esse Satanás já sabe. O play action ali. Pode só. Foda-se.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Quadrado pela glória de Jeová.
And that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Quadrado
They'll look to throw.
Ah, não dropa não, filho da desgraça.
Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down.
Let's go. You tighten up.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Foda.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Steelers, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. You still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I got tired of complaining, I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day these take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.